My name is Tia.
My name is Latoya.
And good afternoon. I'm Janet.
Hey there, I'm Toya.
Today we are doing a year in review from our viewpoints. So, who's going to start? What's first?
So we're first going to talk about what we're working on.
Yes. Yes.
What am I working on? Oh, so I was actually going to get started on 2021 stuff. That's what I was going to get working on, but um, slight delays. Got some issues going on that I need to hammer out. So then I'll be working on 2021 stuff.
Shoot.
For me today, I worked on a proposal, and I have to set up something for another client that I forgot to do. And then I'm starting to work on my January social media because I've already finished my December and my plans.
So fantastic. Yo, so I have not completed December social media. You hear Janet saying she's doing her January. December's not done. And actually you all pitched in and helped me today on social media for the group. So that's what we were working on, social media content for our Facebook group.
Okay. And I worked on planner. We are designing a planner. So I worked on researching the core tenets of that.
Yes.
Which I'm really excited about.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I love a good planner. Love a good planner.
Yeah, I feel like every year, I mean, I've seen you buy planners and some of them were Bobo and, some of them you love. And I'm grateful that we get to put our heart and soul in a planner that we know will be beneficial for our sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't live without a planner. If you functioning without a planner, praise God for you, because my planner, by the time the end of the year, I would lift it up and present it to you right now. Because I even got two. I got one for my social media. Then I got one that I write all my doctor's appointments, where I got to go, who I got to email. And baby, that thing's so tore up. It's wired around the pages. I write like I'm writing a book. It's falling apart. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. How you live without a planner, I don't know. But wait till you get our planner. You'll want a planner for the rest of your life.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Put in the comments whether you use a planner or not, and tell us what your favorite features are on your planner. Because for me, I need places to write. I'm a big hand writer, so I need lots of note space. What about y'all?
I need pockets because I like to see receipts. And see, I'm gonna try to pick it up for y'all.
He said, "Try to pick it up."
Yeah, you see how it is. Okay, that's how.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious about it. But I need pockets because I carry my planner everywhere I go. Don't say nothing about me. Yes, it even goes with me to the restroom at times because sometimes you have deep thoughts in there when you take. So anyway, so it goes with me everywhere. So, and when you go shopping and say you go to buy items for the office, the pockets help because you could just stick the receipts right in there and then you come home and file them in your expandable file. Or if bills and things you want to pay. And then I love pages for notes. I'm a big note taker. And as you can see, I write out everything that I have to do for the day. And then I come off with red check marks. So, yeah, I'm a planner.
I like the 2-page calendar so that you have 1 month on 2 pages and 1 week on 2 pages. I like that feature instead of everything being crammed up on 1 page.
Exactly.
Oh, I hate the cram.
Y'all see, we are putting much thought into this planner, honey. With this planner about to be bomb. I'll just let y'all know.
Yeah, same thing.
As a virtual professional, there may be core things that you can't. Like somebody who focuses on appointment setting, maybe you need 1, 2, 3 columns. But tell us things that you do need so that we can make it effective for everyone who's going to use it, especially in our industry.
Yes.
Remember, we plan to organize somebody else's life.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're supposed to be going through, it's a year in review. So let's start at the top.
January?
Yeah. Yeah, beginning of the year, we were gun ho. Let's go. We were like, let's get it. Let's go.
Yes,
2022 was
yes,
the year. Listen, we was
yes,
ready to
yes.
go.
It was a good forecast. I was turning 45. I was planning a party. The husband was coming home. The kid was coming home. Yeah, it was a good plan.
Yes.
It was a good
Well, I
plan.
started out the year in a bit of somber because I had just lost my mom. So this year started out a bit somber for me. And it kind of just went downhill till about July, August. So I'm on a different level retrospect of this year. This year brought me struggle, it brought me growth, it brought me to stop being in fear, and most
Mm,
importantly, brought me closer to God and my family. So
that's great.
those are the areas that I'm gonna talk on.
That's great.
Awesome, awesome. So the year, it's like it's a blur to me. Like it's like, what happened? I mean, COVID and what else?
Yes.
I mean, I remember, I lost my job this year, and I feel good about that. That was actually an awesome thing. I have time to work with more clients and be more creative, and I really appreciate that. It didn't, and not a lot of changes because of COVID, because we're already homeschooled and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I feel like I've gotten, closer. I've learned more about you all, and I know it's been a pretty cool year to me. You know.
I tell you, January last year, January this year, I was in like a whirlwind because I had just quit my job the November before that, and I was just out here, just like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do next? How is this going to work? I kind of had a vision of where I wanted to go, had no clue. I was co-working with y'all like every single day, trying to figure this thing out. First of the year, y'all were inspiring to me. Y'all helped me
Awesome.
mentally process my whole thing and how where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, and it finally came to fruition. So, that first part of the year was all just me grabbing pieces of what the heck am I even doing?
That's cool.
Yeah, that lost job this year, I think that was tumultuous on every person because I think so many of us in corporate sector just thought that our corporate entities had enough money to sustain all of us. But at the same time, not but, because I don't like the word but, however, it taught you that even though people or companies are such levels, they're really not at the level of financially prepared as we think they are.
Mm.
So that was the other thing that brought into my mind to really think about, we see these billionaires and these billion-dollar companies, but how really are they in a billion when it comes to crisis? Who would think that the airline industry would have to be bailed out time and time again, but you couldn't bail out the small businesses time and time? You couldn't take care of the people in their household. All you gave was 1,200, but you was able to give Delta some 20 million. Where are our values? What are we balancing here? So
Yeah.
those are the things that it taught me.
Yeah.
Are y'all mad? Are y'all mad at like people are like, oh, I can't wait till it's done. Are y'all mad at 2020?
I mean, to be honest,
I mean,
like,
COVID's not going anywhere right this minute, so I don't need to be mad at 2020 because 21 have some COVID too.
okay, that's 2020's sister. She coming around the corner.
Ain't it? That's the twin sister,
Yeah.
And I don't think that's being negative. That's just being real.
I don't think it's being negative. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to take some time. That herd immunity thing that they're talking about has to get through everybody, and people have to fight whether or not they're going to take the vaccine and whatnot. So, yeah, we're going to have the same issues next year.
I feel like that's why I feel like they're hyping up the COVID like now, like, oh, the numbers are horrible. You gotta just so that make sure people go and get the vaccine. Enough people go and get the vaccine. So if you hype it up enough, everybody will run and go get it. And that way the numbers will pull down. And Pfizer and Moderna, they'll make their money. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I am disappointed. I am disappointed that we didn't take care of our older generation better.
Mm-hmm.
I am disappointed in, well, I never believed in Trump anyway. I said I would not say that man's name. I never believed in the orange person's name. I mean, an orange person to begin with. So it wasn't even a matter of, but my local government, I'm disappointed in them. Now, Kemp should have had a better plan of thought for his Georgia residents. I am impressed though with Como. Cuomo really showed me that he is about the city that he represents.
Yeah.
And there was some other local, not here in Georgia. I think it was Arizona was another one of the officials that I was quite impressed. Like, you do what you gonna do, but we gonna take care of our people.
Yeah.
Keisha Bottom stepped up a little bit here in Georgia. Well, she stepped up. So I was impressed with that. And Michael Thurman, oh man, he was like, "Oh no, DeKalb gonna stay still till I tell them they can come outside again." So those were the. I was just this once again. This is it was a teaching period for me because the things that I thought that were in place and secure, they're not really that secure. So that this year was a teaching year for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I liked my job. Well, I knew I liked my job, but I learned that I liked my job enough to not go full time in my business when I had the opportunity. So that was new to me. But other than that, I kind of just laid low all year.
Lay low. Stay safe.
Tawanda, was that Tawanda Hall that said no, that she wasn't mad? What was her
Yeah,
name?
yeah, and make sure I want to say hello and thank you. She's been like on the ride with us the whole time, since we've started Soultiful. So thank you, Ty, for being here. We really appreciate you.
Mhm. Yes, yes. So let's hop into second quarter.
All
Second
right.
quarter. We that's where COVID really hit. Right at the end of first
Yeah.
and second quarter, that's when COVID really hit. And at first, I think it was kind of new. I know back then I had my online beauty boutique, and all of a sudden my vendors were not shipping anything, and come to find out they were all sent home. They were quarantined this, quarantined that, and nothing in the warehouses were moving. Nobody was manufacturing nothing. I was like, what is going on? So yeah, that shipping was crazy. We didn't know where this was going. It hadn't even hit us yet, and we were already feeling the effects of fear. So yeah.
Yeah, that's when we decided to start Soultiful too, because we were having so many people coming to us talking about their situations and how they were feeling, and they weren't prepared. This wasn't something they were used to, or even knowing what to do once it started. So that's why we started Soultiful in the second quarter.
Yes,
Right.
that's exactly why this was birthed. We were sitting in co-working, and it was just so much going on. People's loved ones were getting sick, and it was panic. People were losing jobs, and it was so much stress on, and no one had an outlet to get rid of that stress or to figure out what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, there were all kind of issues, and it spilled over into so many different aspects of our life. Like, it dealt with our parenting issues. It jumped into our relationships. It jumped into our finances. It was everywhere, literally everywhere. So that's why Soultiful, we talk about so many different aspects because it all affects us. I mean, yes, we are work at home people, and our audience is the work at home. But honey, if you got a child, it's gonna affect you. If you got loved ones, if you got a warm forehead and you breathe in and out, yes, it's going to affect you.
That's true.
What did Melissa say? Melissa had a good comment.
She did.
Definitely been a know thyself year, but it's been awesome in spite of all the changes and worldwide happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you notice one thing? Okay, so normally when we have natural disasters, we go and bail out other countries and other areas.
Mm.
However, do you notice how the other countries sufficed for themselves during COVID? And
Oh yeah.
but nobody, I don't want to say, none of the other countries came to bail us out.
Not a one.
More or less what I'm saying is we always sending money abroad to assist, but no one sent us back any money, even because at one time we were a mockery of the government because people were like, what they doing over in the US?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
What's go now? We okay, we good over here. Matter of fact, you know what? Y'all don't take no plane flight here. Don't visit. Goodbye. Y'all stay way over there. So that was another. I know I'm just talking about teaching, but those were the things that I was looking at like, wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, well, we out of toilet paper, but y'all ain't gonna say here's 3 boxes of trees. Oh, okay, all right.
no, because see, this is the thing. Like, when you are the help, who you gonna go call for help? Like, you are the
Yep.
help,
Yep. You are the help.
right? I mean, that was a no brainer. We can't go to them for help. We are the help.
But we didn't even forge all these relationships we think we have, and we don't even actually have them because no one even took the time to care or check on. Not once did I see any other government come on our TV to say we wish y'all well or anything
But
of the
I think just playing devil's advocate, I think because the president took us out of the WHO organization and he was um basically just telling everybody to mind their own business. We don't want their help. So I mean, why offer it if you have this person that's in your face spitting it back at you?
Once again, it goes back to the things that we think are there but are not there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it was a real teaching lesson.
Mhm.
It was, I know when people come up in social studies, they used to talk about how we had all these treaties and we have these relationships.
Like Melissa said, the other countries did better than we did with COVID. Yes, and they had way more people, but they got that under control. And I have my own little thoughts about this place in government. That's why I don't mess with politics right now. Be quiet.
Now share. We talking about this year. Government has really been prevalent this year.
No, because I don't want us to get demonetized. Because the stuff I got to say about this government, honey, listen. No, and we good. We'll leave that way to that.
Won't be no worse than my mouth. I'm just not cussing. Yeah, so second quarter was actually the start of COVID. It was a shame how we ran out of so many products that one we take for granted.
Products like why was the tissue gone? Why was the tissue gone? Please tell me what did that do? Why did the tissue disappear?
Everyone was just truly afraid of
not being able to get there behind. Is that what it is? Like,
but if you a good shower, that helps. But anyway, we said we wasn't going to go there. Because when you're in the Caribbean, you step outside, you let the water fall. Like, we're not going to go there. However, so second quarter taught us how to preserve, because I would say that, on some attempts to the store when I couldn't find anything, I learned how to ration better and things not at a throwaway. We not, sometimes you have bread and you be like, oh, we got a little piece of milk. I'm gonna just throw away the whole rest of the slices. It was like, you don't know if you're gonna get any more bread. We're gonna cut this off and we're gonna make do with what we got. And we learned to use things up until it was truly empty. I don't know if some people, how you can have the little bit of peanut butter and you'd be like, oh, it's the bottom. I'm not gonna scrape it. I'm gonna just throw it away. But
I bet I don't.
We have become a wasteful nation.
Yes.
So those are the kind of things that you had to like, okay, well, if I go back to Walmart, they're going to have peanut butter this week. Let me see what y'all want to throw away. Those kind of things. So ration and preserving.
I learned to be still. I'm never still. I gained 50 pounds. So I learned to be still because you couldn't go nowhere because my mother is older and she has pre existing conditions. So you can't really go in and out the house without bringing something back. So I learned to be still, which was hard for me. And it was, I guess, eye opening too because I learned that I could be still. Because you're so used to movement, you're so used to the hustle and bustle and the fast pace that you're going in that sometimes you don't take the time to be still and to read a book and things like that. So I read a couple books. I worked on my business more. I was more involved in the group because I was at home working, so I could have the two computers going, and well, I did that at work. Um, but I think I just learned to be still. I enjoyed that.
It was not much. Well, working at home wasn't that new for me because, like I said, I had just quit my job the November before, so I was already at home. Y'all know I don't like care for people like that no way. So it was okay when they said you couldn't go nowhere. So I was like, oh, okay, great. Now I got an excuse to be here because I ain't gonna go nowhere. Okay, I'm good, cool. But then it was just me just diving head in. I had this time and the space to create what I needed, and I say it was a good thing for me. Um, yeah, I can't say it was a bad thing. I mean, as far as my anxiety go, at least I didn't have to deal with the social anxiety out there. I had to deal with, more of a mental thing of me nervousness about starting something new. About
Mhm.
it.
Yep.
Yes.
Toya?
So, I mean, I feel like I've already said it, that there's not a whole lot of changes because we're used to being at home. I worked home for over a decade, so not a lot of changes. Other than with working, with not having the job anymore, working strictly for myself, I was able to, again, be able
How
to
did
cultivate.
how did COVID affect you? How did the beginning of COVID affect
We
did you
lost clients. We lost our clients at the beginning
Okay.
of COVID, so that was different.
So,
Everybody was like, "We can't afford you anymore," so it was different.
were you afraid of the children getting sick or anything like that?
you guys, y'all know I'm in these mountains. Y'all know I'm in these mountains, and a whole lot of people per capita per square foot, and like we don't even, we don't have to wear masks. That it's suggested, but they're not going to turn you away if you go into the grocery store without a mask. So it's just not a whole lot of changes. To be honest,
Okay.
you know,
All right, let's
Yeah,
talk.
Toya don't like to wear no mask.
man, because like I gotta smell my own breath. I mean,
I
it's.
can't breathe. I can't
I mean,
breathe.
I can't
I
breathe.
can't
I
breathe
mean,
either, but it's
Yeah,
the
I
law.
have
You
to
put it
do.
on.
Yeah, I have to, but I
so.
can't breathe either. But I
Yeah, I
have.
can't breathe. I have asthma too, and it's like I can't breathe with this mug on my face. So let me just stay in the house. Be all right.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Sometimes when I'm at church, because we have reopened at church,
Hmm.
sometimes I have to do like this with the mask just to let fresh air in. And then when I'm at the grocery store, I make sure that I take a list because I want to go straight to whatever aisle I got to go to, get it, and then I got to,
Yep.
or I'll put my cart by the door, walk outside, get some fresh air, and come back in.
Yeah.
Yep. We hear you. T, you gonna have to come on the show too. I know you like you're kind of chill and quiet, but I'm excited for you and Melissa to definitely come on the show in the new year. Can I get an amen, Deshaunda? Can I get an amen? Hey, yes.
All right.
So
Third
can we
quarter.
talk? Can we talk about like some of the shows? Can we talk about like what our favorite show was this year that we've
Yeah,
done?
sure. I thought that was our next.
Okay, okay.
Third quarter was great because third quarter brought my grandbaby.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my Queen K, my sugar.
Oh, what a blessing! What a blessing!
Third quarter was a little bit difficult and happy at the same time because it was the 1 year anniversary. So that was that of my mom and my aunt. And then my godfather
Oh,
died. So,
Toys.
You
but
coming?
then,
You coming?
my grandbaby, she was the shining sun of it all. And then third quarter I got to, because it was in the transition of second quarter that I got to meet you all, and you all inspired me so much that third quarter you made me decide that I'm just gonna go for it. So I opened up my business and I'm just going for it.
That's awesome, sis. Yes.
Definitely awesome.
I feel that's awesome, man. I think even if maybe like for instance, me and Nakia, if y'all don't know, we're partners in a venture and we lost clients and stuff, but just hearing stuff like that, like
Yeah.
we were able to encourage you to do what you need to do, and the flip side of that, even like losing clients, losing my job, I think I got more clients and even higher paying clients, in this quarter.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah. What's up, T-Bash? T-Bash, you here? What's up, sis?
Yes. Toy Power.
Toya Power. We need to sign Toyas. I mean, we're not trying to exclude anybody, but we need a Toya Power sign. I don't know. Like the Power Rangers.
Oh my God, the Power Rangers.
We go from Boom to Toya Power. Okay, all right.
Well,
Okay.
Toya Bash showed up. What you want us to do?
Go on with your Toya Power.
Janice like, I'm just gonna the power of the Lord, hallelujah. Well, we need that too. Toya Power.
Look, if it was some other Janets in here, I'd be like, girl, what we doing?
Ain't gonna be no other Nakias.
Well, listen, that is the most popular name in this group. There's about 4 or 5 of us in here.
Ain't it? It's that 80, 81, 1980, 81.
Yes.
Oh shoot. Yeah, so
Before we get into the fourth quarter, let's go ahead and talk about the favorites.
okay.
Favorite shows.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start them.
I enjoyed, what was his name? When we was talking about Tuskegee.
Tuskegee.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was Dr. Hodge.
Dr. Hodge. Yeah, that was a good show. That was the interactor and the banter. Yeah, that was a good show. I really enjoyed Dr. Hodge.
It was very informative.
Yeah.
You know what I learned from that show? What we learned from that show, Toya Power? We ain't getting no vaccine.
Seal the deal for me.
I ain't know the deal. What's funny though, he was trying to help us to be more open. Like, you didn't do that.
No, baby.
The great doctor didn't do that.
Deal, honey. Yes,
What they do, it is.
oh, man.
What's up? Yes. That girl that can cook and lost like 7 dress sizes in 2 days. Doing it naturally. That's my sister. Yes. Awesome. All right. So my favorite show definitely was the Justice System show because it was the testosterone. And the dudes who showed they had all had experience in the penal system. And I don't know what it is about it that
Those brothers were awesome.
yeah, like I don't know, they were strong, they were articulate, down to earth. They let us know, they kept it real, and I had appreciation for their stories, for their perspectives, and also was so loving. Like they all ended up in like godly love. Like wow, And a lot of them, like I think about my husband, like his home life, his growing up here. Like I can't believe he don't hate the world, and I love that they were able to, despite or whatever what's going on or whatever, they're able just to come through with the love, and I really had appreciation for that.
Of course, that's the show. I'm biased. My babe was on that show.
Yeah.
Yes. I have to say that has to be my favorite show.
Yes.
Babe all day.
Yeah, he did a great job. Yeah, they got
We got to get them back again because Mr. Woody is in the house now.
Mr. Woody.
We got to get him on the show.
Oh, yeah. What was your favorite show, Nakia?
Other show that was good too was the homeschooling show. That was another good show. Mm-hmm. That was in depth.
That was our very first one. You guys can check it out on YouTube. Our very first show was a homeschooling show.
Yep.
and great perspectives. And Sean, the homeschooling guru, if you need help with homeschooling, she has, like me, she's done every facet of schooling, whether it was public school, virtual school, charter school. She's done them all, private school and homeschooling, and she can help you. Yeah, absolutely. That was a great show, for sure.
Yeah. I liked all of them. I don't really have a favorite.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
Like I said, I'm biased.
Yeah, that was like,
Yes, that was a really great show.
yeah.
It really was. It helped me a lot.
What about, was it a most impactful show for you?
The voting one was because I had never voted before.
Oh,
Charvette's show was most impactful for me. Like snatched my whole life. Like
what was that?
Charvette.
Oh,
Yeah, hers was very impactful because like it's like everything that she does. I'm like, oh, let's see what Charvette's doing. Yep.
yes. Yeah, shout out to Charvette, y'all. She is a wonderful with web design, with marketing in general. Her stuff is just wonderful, and that's so true, Charvette. Like we would go, it's like, well, how would Charvette do this when we have ideas?
She had me listen after that show. I went to my website, changed all kind of stuff. Like, oh, we're not doing this and we're not doing that. This is what we doing here. Like she really got me together. I lived that same day. I went and put some things in motion on my website, literally.
I think the most impactful thing that she said to me or to us that I took was to with the discovery calls. Like on my discovery calls, I used to say like, "What is your budget?" But now I took off my lower packages and I put what was acceptable for a team, and I put actual prices with my discovery calls, and that was very helpful. So thank you, Charvette. We appreciate it.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Charvette. Yes.
Charvette. Yeah, check that show out. I think it's part of the Entrepreneur.
Yes, it was the
No,
entrepreneur.
I did.
Okay, cool.
And Haley was good.
That was my most impactful show.
Yes, Haley. Oh,
and honestly, not for myself, but for us collectively.
Always.
Yeah, I think that she said just things that will help the audience. Anybody who is in business or just needing to up level your mindset, she helped us to do that collectively. Ooh, and I saw that. I saw as we wrote down the answers to the questions. I saw a Toya. I just saw like bing, 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 bing. I just saw talk to your future self. Is that what she taught us?
Yeah.
I got my stuff up on my wall right now from what we talked about on that. I was like, oh, yes, talking to your future self. She bad. That feels she bad. Let me ask her what I should do.
Ooh, yes, I like that. So Toya's future self is bad. She's a bad.
That's
chick.
what I'm talking about. And I had to go to that future Toya, like, hey, what am I doing next? Yes.
That's right. That's right. That future Toya can handle a corporation of 10,000, and she'll have the staff to take care of all of their admin needs. That beauty, blah blah blah. Yes, I love that.
Get up and start running. Calm down. Yeah.
Did y'all find any good guests to be rude or aggravating or irritating?
Don't ask me that.
No, I did.
We did have one who wanted to use some additional features, and that was a little annoying. But other than that, I haven't found any of our guests to be
we have awesome
hard to deal with. Yes,
Thank
we have
you.
awesome guests, and we're so grateful for them to be coming through.
Yes. I'm trying to think.
I haven't met any.
Okay, yeah, cool guest. My children are loud. Yeah,
that's something you can talk about because everybody learn how to social media. I mean, Zoom etiquette. Let's call it that. We all had to learn about Zoom etiquette, how to work with the children, because sometimes both husband and wife was home. How did you make it through? I live by myself. That's another story. When we talk about relationships, we can talk about my story. But for those of you who live with counterparts who had to be home or children, how did you survive? What things did you learn? Did you learn more about your children? Like, when they go to school, they really need help. Are you more thankful to the teachers?
I think it's a great question for our audience, but I think I'm the only one with kids at the house.
Sorry.
And again, my life has not changed because we've been homeschooling for at least a decade now. So ain't that changed. You know, they loud sometimes they're not. They're children. So you know. But Toya Bass said Haley was an eye-opening show. I wanted to say that her show was banging. Her and
Yeah.
her husband came
Her
on.
husband. Her-
I remember how candid they were, but cool. You know what I'm saying? We could ask them anything. And they
Yes.
answered. They
Anything.
gotta come back.
Yes, because she just told us the other day they put up another podcast.
Episode of their podcast. Yep.
Oh, nice. 'Cause I want to know about relationships in COVID. Like, how's it going? You know?
Oh my God, relationships and COVID. I had to go to counseling. I had to go to counseling. Woo, that boy.
That boy.
Nakia, it's that man.
Oh yeah, I keep saying his man.
It's that man. Let's work on that man. Okay.
That man. That's okay. Yeah, you're right. Because I said that boy too. So that Toya, schedule. I think that's the key word. Schedule, time blocking. That is key. Woo! In these COVID homes.
Streets.
I think we should touch on that as far as relationships and COVID, because some relationships
Didn't make it.
it didn't make it. Didn't make it through COVID. Did not make it. They're not together no more, and it's because they were confined, and you were forced to deal with some things that you didn't really want to deal with, and you ended up splitting. Or you came to light to find out some things were going on, didn't know what was going on, and now that it's there, it's like, oh, I got to go.
Right.
There was a lot of things going on in relationships and stuff.
So I love that Nakia, she brought up counseling. Y'all, we laugh, but that was beneficial. And Black people counseling, marriage counseling, whatever type of relationship counseling, it's a thing that's very helpful and beneficial to people. So I'm so glad that you all did that. That's a good example. So I've never been to counseling, and I'm sure I will benefit from it.
I really feel like and I say this all the time. Me and my babe were talking, and I say COVID really put enough pressure on certain things to find out your weaknesses, like in your life, period. Businesses that were one leg in, one leg out, COVID put enough pressure to find out what you really made of. Did you close those doors or did you fight through it? You know what I mean? People that were barely hanging on in a job, when COVID hit, you probably were the first one to go. And you know what I mean? It really put the pressure on weak spots to say if it was going to crack or not.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think it's appropriate, since this is review, y'all, that I let you know how Thanksgiving went, because I got trashed about.
Listen, we've been waiting for that since the last week.
Let me just say that we talked to a chef today, and when I said about pizza on Thanksgiving, she thought, "Oh, okay." She didn't look at me dirty like y'all did.
She didn't know that what kind of pizza it was gonna be.
No, she Thanksgiving pizzas.
She didn't want to hurt her feelings. She's a professional. She didn't want to hurt your feelings. There's no way.
Well, so I'll let you all know that we did not have Thanksgiving pizzas. We came up with another dinner plan and dessert plan, and it was spectacular. It was peaceful, and I just I had to make my own pizza by my own self. By my own self. It's fine.
Wait, tell them who.
For real, Tashana, though? For real?
Okay, crying. Okay, that pizza, exactly. Wait, tell them who saved the day. Let's put who really put the thought out there that y'all cannot do that to them.
Patience Glenn, that is the eldest child here. Patience said that we do not experiment on Thanksgiving. So I did listen.
Thank you, Patience. Love
y'all like to say I'm stubborn, but I did listen to my oldest child. I do. Listen.
Patience saved the day. I love you, Patience.
I think Harry Glenn called in the Patience and was like, Your mama about to kill you.
Oh, Henry Glenn had to come on there last week and like, hold on, she's trying to kill the kids.
Boy, that was funny. That was.
I
cooked everything I said I was gonna cook. That's what I did.
I did too. Nobody showed up at my house either, so it was a COVID Thanksgiving. It was just me and my mama.
Nice.
That was good.
Is there anything else in review?
Um,
You wanna talk about?
Only thing left to talk about is this fourth quarter living. We right at the end,
Oh,
at the
yeah,
edge. We
yeah.
right in that
Oh,
cusp.
you know, one thing I did want to talk about, and maybe this is fourth quarter, or I want to, as a new VA, when I would go and see job ops, it
mhm.
really concerned me that a lot of the job ops would say, if you're trying to start your business, that don't apply. Or I don't know the particular wording, but that was very discouraging because to me, I felt like if you're a virtual assistant business and you're now saying that you're growing and that you need additional staffing, then why would you try to change another VA's potential or mentality to the employee tendency, the employee mentality? You should be encouraging that other VA to become a VA and build like you. So that was the things that was very discouraging to me.
Yes, we have to learn to collaborate, not compete.
Right, right.
I think a lot of people think of it as competition, and they don't want to help the next person because nobody helped them, and that's one reason why VASL is the way it is, because we want it to be a community of collaboration and not competition.
Speaking of VASL, that is one of the that is a Facebook group that we are all a part of, and that is who we are sponsoring today. Please go to the link facebook.com/group/VASL learning. That stands for Virtual Assistant Sister Learning. We are a community that is geared towards a sisterhood of learning. So, yes, you are more than welcome to come and answer the questions. That's one thing I want to say. Listen, when you're trying to be in someone's group and they have questions that you have to fill out to get in the group, answer the questions, people, because that's how they figure out whether you're good for the community or not. Because we don't just want anybody in the community. We want someone that's going to contribute, someone that is a good fit. We don't want, bad vibes in there. So answer the questions. That helps us a lot. Thank
It
you.
does.
I think this is good feedback from Toya.
Yeah.
Yes. It says, I just posted a job like that. And I know for me, I want someone to grow with me. I support them growing their business, but it didn't fit my model. I think that's real. And I understand that. I totally get that.
Okay.
Because if they're trying to do other stuff too, that's stretched too thin. And you may
Right.
want them to kind of have, take on more projects. So I get that, Toya. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That makes
Well,
sense.
well, maybe, and I understand. Maybe there's a way that you can craft it because maybe someone in her business or her niche could learn what could gain in there and gain valuable insight or whatever. And when time comes, then she can move on. But I guess they're just because for me, it just made me scared. Like, okay, well, this person doesn't want to share their knowledge, or this company.
Oh, yeah, you're taking it as
So
that.
that's
Yeah.
what it
Right,
did
it's your
for me.
perception.
I
Then.
didn't think of it as the way she just put it. And now
Right.
the way she just put it, maybe I'm gonna look at it differently.
Yeah.
But maybe it needs to be some time of more craft with the words because I just felt like, okay, well, they know that it's all VSAL, I mean virtual professionals joining this group. So who do they think are gonna want to take these jobs? I mean, do they not want to share what they've learned? Do they not
I,
want to help me? And so, but that's how I took it. So
and that makes sense. I love that she said it's her model. Number one, we all can have this business or work this business any way that we want to. And for her model, she wants someone to grow with her. My model is different, Like I like, hey, who wants to come work? Cool, you know what I'm saying? That way I don't have, you're not my employee, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about those types of issues. You gotta be very careful, very, very careful when we have someone work for you consistently and not pay them or have them as a W-2 employee. Like you have to really understand that verbiage when it comes to IRS and so forth, because you can get in a little trouble. So my model, if I got a project, y'all come through, and whoever wants to come through, whoever makes sense of time at work. I'm not really necessarily looking for you to stay on and grow with me. But that's a different business. It's a different, model that my business has. So I love that she shared her model, and it makes sense. I get it. This is what else Toya says. I don't think it's a competition for me because I help whenever I can. Yes, she does.
She does.
Yes, that is very true.
She does.
But I want someone who is okay with just being a freelancer and growing their independent contracting position. Yeah, that makes totally sense. And I love that she lets them understand that clearly up front, because everybody does not do that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about understanding. I'm willing to grow. Yeah.
And thank you for the explanation, Toya.
Yes,
Now
Toya.
I will read them differently because at first I just was like, oh well, okay, moving on. Let me go to the next one. Oh, and there was one that I really had liked in a group that I saw, and I was like, oh, this is so me. Oh, but okay, no, this is not.
And realize that you got that from another Toya. You will always get understanding and great commentary from Toya's.
Here you go.
Oh shoot, I can't help it. Why are we so awesome?
Yes.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add some applause and every time Toya speaks up.
Nakia, you see how they acting? We're gonna come up with something for us.
We can't help it. Oh shoot.
They are really acting up today. It's okay. It's okay.
And that's why y'all are here, because y'all leave us our own devices.
But it's in our defense. When we did this by ourselves, we behaved.
Exactly. Right?
No, we didn't. No. Do not tell that story before Nakia's face. No.
My name is Latoya Rashida. I ain't gonna really behave. I'm gonna do my best.
Latoya messed up Nakia's name quite a few times. Latoya had expressions that we could have used as memes. And a few times we gravitated into sexual conversations when I was talking to people. So we didn't behave. I mean,
that was Janet.
Don't do it.
We're so glad you're back, Nakia, Don Whitaker Woody. Praise the Lord. Blessings flow.
Yeah, one day we gonna have one of them conversations. Well, we're gonna have a relationship and sex conversation because that is part of COVID. Like, I mean, I know I'd be wanting
Really?
That was a change. I mean, where my kids at?
I'm not as tired as I used to be when I used to have to go out, go to work, have events. Now I'm at home.
I thought it was the late night co-working conversation. You gonna bring this on daytime?
I'm sorry. Okay, moving on.
I mean,
the other women at home, never mind. Okay.
This is how we get in trouble right here.
Exactly. See,
that's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna behave. Okay, what we gonna talk about?
Is that it?
I believe that's it. I believe we rounded it off. Let us know what your favorite episode was.
Yes.
Which episode impacted you all? Let us know, because if you have some ideas that you want us to talk about, if you yourself would like to be a guest, please let us know. Email us at chat@soultiful.com.
Yes.
Come on, be on the show. Give us the ideas, all of that. We're always looking for, new ideas. If it's affecting you, then we want to know about it and we want to talk about it and get it out here. You never know who else needs that information as well.
That's right. Tashonda, make sure you email us now, because you're on the show, Tashonda, now. Okay.
So last night, me and Nakia in our brainstorming late night co-working sessions, sometimes we have those, I suggested the idea of us doing Secret Santa. So how many of you all, because in order to expedite what we'd like to do, we would need to know by you either letting the lovely LW, Latoya Williams, know, or myself, that you'd like to participate in Secret Santa. And what we'll do is, if there is enough individuals and we receive enough requests, then we will give you the instructions on this coming Saturday on VSAS Live. and then we'll give out the gifts on the 19th with some additional treats. But we'll explain everything. But if you all are interested, please let myself or Latoya know so that we can go ahead in the planning process. And I know Latoya's face is changing, like, I wasn't there. You didn't talk to me about it. But yeah, I mean, it's a long story. But come on, LW, come on with me. Come on.
Oh, okay. Secret Santa. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know, the kid doesn't. She don't really celebrate.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
And I'm not into it.
But she was omitted, and we didn't ask you because you were you. Never mind. We just
Yeah, that's right.
Well, see, I love Christmas. One, because my birthday is the day after, so it is always a good time for me. Now, I don't necessarily participate in the Secret Santas because it has not went good.
I mean, who wants your dollar store gift? Like, if I want to go to the dollar store and buy something for myself, I do that. I don't want your dollar store gift. I don't like that kind of stuff.
No, I don't. When I do gifts, I like to do something that comes from the heart or whatever. So
That's
I like
right. It's thoughtful.
Yeah, I like to know something about the person, whatever. I know my last job, I did the Secret Santa thing where we picked the hat, picked the name out of the hat. You didn't tell the person but the person I picked, I didn't know nothing about them.
Exactly.
So I was like, oh,
what do you do?
What am I going to do? So I had to do like some covert stuff and try to figure out, like, oh, that's what she likes. Oh, okay. Well, let me go find something that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it ended up being good, but I had no clue how to find out.
do we think it can still work? Because I guess I was noticing that during some of the conversations in the group, there were certain people who kind of say personal things about them, but I just thought it was a way to bring us closer together.
I think that's beautiful. What is the best way to contact you guys for that? You want to chat at Soultiful?
Yes, or
Okay.
in the
Yeah.
DM. However, just
Okay.
yell at me. This
All
is
right.
a good segue to come to co-working. It's the end of the quarter. There's a lot of things that you need to work on and prepare. Come on, because that's where we're putting. You see how we came up with this idea in well, this was late night co-working. Don't come to that co-working. But because that's
And if you know, listen, what she's talking about, for those of you that are viewing that may not be familiar with what she's talking about with co-working, that's a part of the VASL group. If you go and become a part of the VASL group that we were talking about earlier, we have daily co-working sessions where we kind of do this right here, collab and work on projects together and help each other out. And that's basically what she's talking about when she said co-working.
Very helpful. Very helpful. It has helped me in my convalescence time.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that was one of our new words, convalescence.
Oh yeah, you saw I paused. I didn't say anything about it.
Well, I had surgery, so I had to convalesce. And I stayed on schedule by coming to co-working every day so I didn't get depressed or get out of routine.
Nice. Nice.
That's true. That's true.
All right, ladies, it's 5.
It's fine.
So what that means? I'm talking.
Yeah, it's all
Oh, but the year is not over yet. I thought I had. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. It's so sweet. It has come to an end as we discuss goodbye to 2020. Yeah.
We would like you to comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and meet us right back here every Tuesday. Except, it's not gonna be every Tuesday. We about to go on hiatus or no? Did we?
No.
We're good.
You just
Yeah,
We're good. All right. So, like I said, meet us here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. We'll be right here on Soultiful.
Bye bye.